junior from Shoto, Montana, Christine Flunk. Number 2, Aubrey Allison, freshman from Billings, Montana. A freshman from Farmington, Minnesota, number 8, Julia Gordon. A freshman from Castle Rock, Colorado, number 9, Bailey Nichols. A freshman from Hunger City, California, number 11, Emma Alogo. A senior from Lakewood, Colorado, number 13, Hannah Hayden. A senior from West Jordan, Utah, number 15, Peyton Langston. The Yellowjackets are coached by Casey Bonner, who's assisted by Sam Jennison. Fans, make some noise for junior from Anchorage, Alaska, number 1, Riley Boomha. A senior from Cerritos, California, number 3, Nicole Bloom. A junior from Anchorage, Alaska, number 4, Kaden Osborne. A sophomore from Newburgh, Oregon, number 10, Johnson. A freshman from Tumwater, Washington, number 14, Bella Burney. A junior from Kansas City, Missouri, number 18, Leilani Elder. A junior from Corvallis, Montana, number 19, Isabel Evans. The Seawolves are coached by Stacy Meisner, Morgan Hall, Vera Uhajova. Volunteer assistants Aaron Brown and Virgil Hall.
All right, well, welcome back to the Alaska Airlines Center. For the first time in 3 weeks, the Seawolves back at home and ready for some GNAC action. UAA, it's been a little bit of a roller coaster season so far through the first month. Come in with a 9-9 record, 1-3 in conference play. The Yellowjackets of Montana State Billings, their opponent tonight. Yellowjackets trying to pick up a win. They have not won since back on September the 2nd. Against Southeastern Oklahoma. So both teams looking to get back in the win column here tonight. Glad to have you along wherever you're tuned in for Seawolf Volleyball. Keaton Homer along with you. So glad to have you along. Decent crowd on hand here tonight at the Alaska Airlines Center after a long hiatus in terms of matches here at the Alaska Airlines Center. Mentioned the roller coaster that UAA has kind of been on to start the year. They lost 3 to start the year. They won 2. Lost 1, win another 3. Lost 3, win 4 in a row. And now UAA, after their last road trip in conference play, they've lost 2 straight conference games against Western Washington and Simon Fraser. They were swept by the Red Leafs in their last match in Surrey, British Columbia last Saturday, so UAA trying to get back in the win column. Seawolves have dominated the series against the Yellowjackets over the recent years. Matter of fact, over the last decade, the Seawolves have only lost once, and that was in 2017 to the Yellowjackets in the season finale. So the Seawolves trying to keep their winning ways going. The opening serve will be controlled by the Yellowjackets as we are underway. As Nicole Blue with the quick attack here for UAA. Caden Osborne will set it back to Nicole Blue. Good dig that time. Hustling over. Getting underneath it was Christine Funk. Osborne sets it in the middle. Bernie with the kill in the back corner, and the Seawolves pick up the opening point. So Riley Plumhoff now. As the junior from Anchorage, Alaska, by way of Diamond High School with the serve, and that attack is long, and the Seawolves with a quick 2-0 lead here in the opening set. I mentioned the long layoff that UAA has had, 3 weeks' time. As the serve by Plumhoff is long that time, and an error for Riley. It's their 13th service error on the season. Seawolves are the last team in the GNAC to host a conference game at home. So this is their conference home opener of the season. Seawolves picked up one conference win to start the year against their rival UAF up north. As Bernie on the attack, that one partially blocked at the net that time. Played here to the near side to Bailey Nichols in the block that time. As Isabel Evans there with the block. And a good start here for UAA. Actually, it was Nicole Blue that got the block. Nicole doing a little bit of everything for the squad this year. The lone senior for the Seawolves as Plumhoff tipped that one, unable to handle it. And the Yellowjackets back within one here in the first set. As Christine Funk, the junior out of Chateau, Montana, will step back to serve. As Christine ready to send it away. Handled initially by Plumhoff. And then mistiming her jump was Isabel Evans that time. And now we're tied at 3 apiece. Plumhoff here to the near side. Nicole Blue went down the near sideline right at the freshman Emma Fa'alago. And now Nicole Blue, who has served fairly well this season for UAA. Has 37 service aces on the year. Here to the near side, Bethany Tuhart. The junior from Battleground, Washington with the kill. Came in with 161 kills. Picks up her first one of the evening. As Blue, line drive serve along the far side. Aubrey Allison tapped it over. Did it hit the floor? Yes, it did. Tuhart trying to get underneath it, but unable to slide the right hand and underneath in time. And so a point to the Yellowjackets as Bailey Nichols, a senior out of Castle Rock, Colorado, or the freshman, excuse me, out of Castle Rock, Colorado. Galloway diving underneath it initially. Nicole Blue knocks it over. Yellowjackets played here to the near side to Schwartz for a brief moment. Tuhart on the attack for UAA. Places it beautifully. And it's 6-4 UAA. Seawolves come into the weekend pretty banged up as a squad. One of their leaders, the junior setter and defensive specialist, Makana Elanecki. And a point to UAA here on a double hit by the Yellowjackets. Makana Elanecki in the last match against Simon Fraser only played 2 sets, ends up injuring her foot. Walking around in a walking boot. Not quite sure on the severity of the injury, if it's season ending or if it's only going to be a couple of weeks before Makana can make a return appearance. As Isabel Evans serving it here for UAA. And the Seawolves have built a 4-point lead. As Evans in the middle of the floor now is Schwartz. Osborne back to Evans. Evans too strong that time. And the Yellowjackets are able to get the side out via the error from UAA. And as Julia Gordon will check in now. As Aubrey Allison sends it away. Great serve. Galloway dives under it nicely. And then Leilani Elder. So Elder with her first kill. And quickly UAA able to get the side out. Caden Osborne now. Back to serve for UAA. Osborne serve long. Kind of floated on Caden that time, it looked like. As Peyton Langston, a senior out of West Jordan, Utah. Great serve, mishandled by Tuhart, and an ace there for Peyton Langston. It's the 12th ace on the season for Peyton Langston. And that's the 13th error on the serve for Langston. So Sydney Johnson. First serve tonight for Johnson. Played over to the far side, tapped over by Julia Gordon. Seawolves play it to Nicole Blue, and it was long on the attack and wide of the mark. Good serve that time by Emma Fa'alago. Tipped at the net that time, and it fell to the floor. Nicole Blue will get credit for the kill there for UAA. Seawolves and Yellowjackets come in the bottom third of the GNAC standings coming into this weekend. Seawolves right now at number 8 in the conference standings at 1-2. Yellowjackets still looking for their first conference victory. They are 0-4 in GNAC play so far. Over to the far side, Bailey Nichols is blocked. There's Isabel Evans. So Evans picks up the block. Her 53rd block of the year. As Plumhoff with the serve. Seawolves leading by 4 here in the opening set here at home. As Plumhoff over to Osborne. Evans played by Allison that time. Here's Gordon, blocked again. And there's one advantage UAA has over the Yellowjackets. It's in the middle of the floor. Isabel Evans really just didn't have to do anything there. Just put her hands up and got the block. Didn't even have to leave the floor. That's Plumhoff with the serve. Johnson punches it up in the air. Plumhoff knocks it over for UAA. Into the middle. And the kill that time for Bailey Nichols. As Nichols picks up her second kill of the evening. And Kennedy Juranic will step back to serve. Wow. Sydney Johnson completely mishandled that one. And she knew it immediately. Line drive serve. This time Johnson able to play it cleanly. Bella Burney on the attack. As Allison, good dig that time by Riley Plumhoff. Osborne, Plumhoff, Nicole Blue here on the near side. Went off the top of the net. Getting underneath it was Christine Funk for the Yellowjackets. Plumhoff slides underneath. Burney gets the kill. Bella Burney, the freshman out of Tumwater, Washington. Picks up her second kill on 4 total attacks tonight. Picks up her third point. Seawolves so far here in the opening set, 7 kills, 3 errors on 17 total attacks, 23% hitting percentage. Yellowjackets, 3 kills, 4 errors on 17 attacks. And that one, did it go long? Yes, it did. As UAA will get the point, leading by 5, 15-10. As Galloway will step into the serve. Initially played by Aubrey Allison over on the far side. Allison will get it back, swats it over. Evans with yet another kill. For Isabel, that's her first kill tonight. And a timeout going to be taken by Casey Bonner and the Yellowjackets as the Seawolves have opened up a 6-point margin. Well, the Seawolves off to a good start here at home, here in the opening set, leading by 6, 16-10. UAA, 8 kills, 3 errors. 11 digs so far tonight for the Seawolves. MSU 3 kills, 4 errors, 7 digs. UAA also has already 8 assists tonight. Here in the first set so far, 3 assists for the Yellowjackets. So out of the timeout, Galloway still in control of the serve here for UAA. Good serve by Galloway. It was misplayed initially by Aubrey Allison. Yellowjackets scramble a little bit, finally get it over. Nicole Blue. It's in. What a beautiful spot along that back line. And pick up the kill. Third kill tonight for Nicole Blue. Came in with 218 kills so far in the season. Plumhoff, Blue, tapped it over. Over to the far side, Allison. Good dig that time by Johnson. Blue on the attack, block. Nice play by Galloway. As Blue again. Good rally here. Blocked by Evans initially, but didn't get enough of it. And it falls to the floor on the Seawolf side, and it's a point to the Yellowjackets. So after one of the longer rallies so far tonight, Yellowjackets able to win the point. as Johnson played it initially. Seawolves batting it around. Galloway finally punches it over, and Kennedy Durant couldn't handle it, and Madison Galloway gets her first kill of the season. And what a way to do it, out of a scramble. Tuhart taps it over, nicely placed, as Emma Faalago unable to slide underneath it. And it's 19-11 here in the first set. Yellowjackets come in with a record of 2-12 overall. Mentioned they have not won since early September, back on September the 2nd. As Caden Osborne plays it back to Isabel Evans, and an absolute cannon off the right hand of Isabel Evans. And another timeout going to be taken by MSUB as they trail 20-11. Seawolves hitting percentage at .346 so far. 34% hitting percentage. Right now, the hitting percentage for the Yellowjackets standing at 0 on 4 kills and 4 errors on 24 attacks. All facets of the game clicking tonight for UAA, even though they are somewhat banged up as a squad. Only a couple of healthy ladies, perhaps 100%, I should say. At this stage in the season, they are playing really well here in their conference home opener. So Nicole Blue as Blue with the line drive serve out of the timeout, and a poor pass that time off the initial hit. And an ace for Nicole Blue. Her 38th ace on the season. Makes it a 10-point margin for UAA. This one, however, goes long. So a .1 and a point give it away there by Nicole Blue. As Bailey Nichols goes cross court that time on the serve. Here to the near side, Tuhart. That one blocked into the air that time by Peyton Langston briefly. Galloway, Osborne. Here to the near side was Schwartz for the Yellowjackets. Tuhart on the attack and the kill as Bethany Tuhart, a junior, picks up her 4th kill, leading the Seawolves so far tonight in kills. And Isabel Evans. As Evans over to the far side, Allison. What a play by Blue. Tuhart. Yellowjackets scrambling, and Allison plays it over beautifully. Osborne. As Elder. Osborne to Tuhart, tapped it over. What a fantastic rally here. There's Tuhart, and now a whistle and a point to the Yellowjackets on a double hit here by UAA. So after that long rally, And Aubrey Allison for the Yellowjackets, who scrambled almost up into the bleachers to keep it going, ends up eventually winning the point. And an ace here by Allison after the Yellowjackets picked up that long point on the rally. Make it 22-14. Line drive serve. Leilani Elder. Julia Gordon. Osborne back to Tuhart. Gets the kill. And substitution here is Madison Galloway will check out and Bella Burney will check in. As Osborne with the serve. Played here to the near side. Schwartz. Yellowjackets asking for a tip, but I don't think there's going to be a challenge here. So a point to UAA. And it's set point here as Caden Osborne serving for the opening set. Schwartz tapped it over, played by Burney. Osborne will set it in the middle for Elder. And it went off the top of the net and out. So the Yellowjackets stay alive for a moment here in set number one. As Langston with the serve. Osborne, Tuhart. Punch right back over that time by Aubrey Allison. Nicole Blue gets the kill and the point for the opening set. 25-15. Seawolves take set number one in dominating fashion. Teams will switch into the floor as we go to set number two. We'll step aside here briefly. Seawolves take set number one, 25-15. Some happy fans here at the Alaska Airlines Center. Free pizza being handed out. Young man getting himself a pizza courtesy of Pizza Hut, the official pizza sponsor of Seawolf Athletics. Well, the Seawolves dominate the opening set against the Yellowjackets, winning 25-15. They had 15 kills, 4 errors, 35 total attacks. In that opening set, had 15 assists as well. And a 31% hitting percentage. Yellowjackets didn't have much go their way in that opening set. 4 kills, 5 errors on 32 attacks. They had a negative 3% hitting percentage, 4 assists. If there was one area where they did well, they had 3 aces in that opening set. Seawolves had 23 digs, Yellowjackets 15. UAA so far being led by Bethany Tuhart, 5 kills on 9 attacks, 5 points. Nicole Blue, 4 kills on 11 total attacks, 5.5 points. Yellowjackets have a couple of players apiece with a couple of kills. Aubrey Allison with 2, and Bailey Nichols with 2 as well. So the Seawolves, after being swept by Simon Fraser, coming back home and coming out of the gate swinging. Taking set number one in dominating fashion. So UAA in their home opener for the conference season, trying to get back above 500, trying to pull within a game of 500 in conference play. They're 1-3 in the conference currently coming into the weekend. On Saturday, things are going to get ratcheted up a little bit. As a top 25 team in Seattle Pacific, the Falcons will fly into town and take on UAA on Saturday here at 7 o'clock. Seawolves already this season have played a top 10 team. Remember earlier on, they took on St. Cloud State in the Seawolf Invitational. And they lost to the Huskies in 3 straight sets in that Seawolf Invitational. And snapped what was a 16-game home winning streak. And a service ace to start that time for Sydney Johnson. And the Seawolves pick up where they left off in set number 1. As Johnson played here in the middle that time to Nichols, as Nichols knocked it over toward the back line, and Aubrey Allison here to the near side. Nice play by Johnson, diving, getting the right hand out as Nicole Blue now on the attack. Christine Funk. As Schwartz goes long on the attack, and a point to UAA. And it's 2-0. Serve here along the near side. Schwartz trying to tap it over and just did have enough on it. As Bella Burney unable to get the clean block that time. And so a point to the Yellowjackets, getting the side out as Haley Carroll, the senior out of Las Vegas, Nevada, with the serve. Nicole Blue going down the near side, or the far sideline, excuse me, gets the kill. There's Riley Plumhoff now. Osborne, Plumhoff, Nicole Blue. Back-to-back kills for Nicole Blue. Here to the near side, Aubrey Allison. Osborne sets it back for Bella Burney, and a beautiful block that time by Hannah Hayden. Came in with 19 blocks on the season. That's her 20th for Hayden. Makes it 4-2. In the middle, Isabel Evans blocked by Hayden yet again. So Hannah Hayden, back-to-back blocks, makes it 4-3. As the Yellowjackets rallying for consecutive points here. Bella Burney gets the kill as Christine Funk knocked it out of bounds. It's back to its 2-point Seawolf lead. Well, Nicole Blue, the lone senior on this year's Seawolf team, she's done everything. She leads the GNAC with 4.06 points per set. Ranked second in kills in the conference with 3.3 kills per set. As Galloway on the serve here for UAA. Blocked that time by Isabel Evans. Here to the near side, Aubrey Allison. It's wide, and it's 6-3 UAA. Blue, third in aces, averaging .5 per set. And 15th in digs at 2.7. So she has done a little bit of everything this season for UAA. Is that one an error on the attack? Knocked into the net by Bailey Nichols. And the Seawolves capitalizing here. Extending their lead to 4 at 7-3 here in set number 2. Galloway over to Nicole Blue, and yet another kill for Nicole Blue. Her 7th kill here so far tonight. Now has 8.5 points. As that long on the serve that side. Nicole Blue earlier this year actually set the UAA rally scoring record with 8 aces in a 3-set match against Arkansas Monticello. It was an opponent on that long road trip. As didn't quite see what happened there. It was kind of a quick whistle right after the serve. I don't think it was ready for play yet. So we'll redo the serve over. Kennedy Juranic with the serve as Nicole Blue blocked that time. As Emma Fa'alago and for Emma picking up the block. And once again, the Yellowjackets able to string together back-to-back points. That block by Emma Fa'alago, by the way, her 13th block of the season. There's Juranic. Has gotten the Yellowjackets back within a couple of points here. As Blue ends the rally, though. Well, if you need a point, if you're UAA, just find Nicole Blue. And so Nicole Blue, after the kill, will now have the honors to serve here. Fa'alago with the set. The block that time by Isabel Evans. Pretty tough to get it past Evans and also Bethany Tuhart. Evans at 6'3", Tuhart at 6'2". A tall front line there for UAA. Fa'alago plays it here to the near side. Aubrey Allison. Osborne. Tapped over by Madison Galloway. Allison on the attack. Blue knocked it into the air. Tuhart. Good dig that time by Funk. In the middle of the field, right off of Nicole Blue, an absolute rifle of a kill that time. As Peyton Langston ripped one right off of Nicole Blue. There's Allison with the serve, and it's long that time. There's Isabel Evans, the junior out of Corvallis, Montana. Evans missed a little bit of time earlier this season as well. And that went right down the line and is a little bit wide of the mark that time. Peyton Langston thought she was going back to serve, but it was a point to UAA, so Evans will send it away again. That one dug up by Allison that time. Osborne diving underneath it. Two-Heart here, misplayed it. Just misjudged it, flat out misjudged it. And a point to the Yellowjackets. But mention that Isabel Evans missed some time earlier on the road trip for UAA, so the Seawolves glad to have her back. Definitely a huge piece of the puzzle for UAA. As that one falls to the floor, as the Seawolves pick up the point, make it 13-8. As Caden Osborne picked up the kill, and she'll serve. As Osborne line drive hits the top of the net and over. A little bit of power that time from Olivia Schwartz. Seawolves on the attack though. Plumhoff, good job backing up Two-Heart that time. Here to the near side, Schwartz goes wide. And the Yellowjackets asking for a touch there, but won't challenge it. Head coach Casey Bonner, the Yellowjackets in her 8th season at the helm at Montana State Billings. As that one, Osborne unable to keep in play. And a point to MSUB. Osborne hustling over. Nicole Blue knocks it over. Two-Heart. Did she? No, she didn't. Point to UAA. Thought for a moment that Two-Heart may have hit the net, but she did not. It was the error committed by the Yellowjackets that gives UAA the point. And it's 15-9 here in set number 2. And that one misplayed and an ace. As Avery Stuff, the freshman from Great Falls, Montana, into the match for her first set tonight, mishandled it. And the Seawolves now have a 16-9 lead and a timeout taken by MSUB. So the Seawolves back at home for 2 games after they went on the road for 3 weeks. After this weekend's games, they go back on the road at St. Martin's in Western Oregon before they come back home on October 12th and 14th for the start of a 4-game homestand, which will see them play Central Washington, Northwest Nazarene, Simon Fraser, and Western Washington. As you see our Seawolf fan of the game enjoying what he's seeing, I am sure, here tonight as the Seawolves really have not been tested so far tonight. UAA so far here in the second set, 6 kills, 4 errors on 16 attacks. I'm sure if you're head coach Stacy Meisner, you probably would like to see the hitting percentage up a little bit better than hovering around 12% at the moment. But when your defense is as good as it is for UAA, it makes up for that low hitting percentage. And Seawolves yielding a negative hitting percentage once again here in the second set so far to the Yellowjackets. As Elder punches it right down to the floor. As Johnson will step back to serve for UAA. Here to the near side, an ace. As it fell right between Schwartz and Avery Stuff for the ace. Beautifully placed serve that time from Sydney Johnson. Funk with the initial reception there for the Yellowjackets. Punched up in the air by Johnson. Nicole Blue on the far side, blocked. Good hustle by Plumhoff to get underneath it. Now Bernie Bernie with the dig that time. Blue. Nice play by Emma Fa'alago. And then Leilani Elder picks up the kill. Leilani's been a little bit quiet tonight. Picks up her third kill on the evening on 6 attacks. As Johnson in the middle of the floor this time, played over to Hannah Hayden for a brief moment. Nicole Blue. Johnson, beautifully tapped back down that time by Bailey Nichols. As Bailey Nichols picks up her third kill, leading the Yellowjackets in kills tonight. It's only the 8th kill MSUB has had so far this evening. As Haley Carroll with the serve. Blue, nice little cut shot along the net that time, as that one goes off the hand of Sydney Johnson. As Nichols with the kill. Osborne, Bernie blocked, nice block by Hayden that time. Blue with the kill. Christine Funk tipped it, perhaps didn't have to, but she was diving, got her right hand on it. It probably would have been long, but nevertheless, the Seawolves will take it as they lead 20-11. As Plumhoff, could have been a long serve again, but it's an ace for Plumhoff. And a timeout going to be taken by Casey Bonner, as the Seawolves have a 10-point lead, 21-11.
My favorite part of Club 49 is the 2 free bags. Every other airline you have to pay huge baggage fees, and with Club 49 you don't have to.
I don't have to settle for what I want to take. I can have everything that I need with me.
It takes a lot of luggage with all of my shafts and hats.
I can take a ton of stuff anywhere.
It allows me to take my buddy Fred here anywhere I'd like to go.
2 free bags, just one of your Club 49 benefits. Find out more on the Hub, club49hub.com.
Well, Seawolf volleyball is in full swing, already a month into the season. And this time of year, we start to get other fall sports involved and other winter sports coming up. UAA hockey will have a game tomorrow at the Avis Sports Complex here on the campus of UAA. And then the Seawolves again, they play on Saturday. And then not just over, but exactly a month from now, UAA basketball will be tipping their season off. So hockey about to start their year. A month from now, basketball season will be in full go. So this is the season for college athletics. As Bernie picks up the kill out of the timeout. And the Seawolves are now 3 points away from claiming set number 2. Fifth kill tonight for Bella Bernie. 5 kills on 10 attacks. As Plumhoff with the serve, backed up Christine Funk for a brief moment. And a nice kill that time from Bailey Nichols. Going down that far sideline, able to keep it in play. There's Funk. Bella Bernie. That one misplayed by Haley Carroll, and Bernie picks up the kill. Boy, the errors are mounting for the Yellowjackets here tonight. 12 errors tonight by the Yellowjackets. As Galloway, a little bit of a floating serve that time. As the kill by Bailey Nichols yet again. As Nichols now with 6 kills tonight. And also 6 points as well. As Kennedy Juronic with the serve. Galloway with the initial hit for UAA. Nicole Blue. And a point to UAA. It looked like Nicole Blue was winding up for a big swing and then just ended up tapping it over the net. And then it was mishandled that time by Peyton Langston. As Nicole Blue will serve for set number 2. Here to the near side, Aubrey Allison. Able to stick with it. Allison again. This time able to get it over. Blue. Allison blocked. And set number 2 will go to UAA. 25-13 on set number 2. A 2-0 lead in the match for the Seawolves. Will go to set number 3 as teams switch into the floor. Seawolves firing on all cylinders so far tonight. We'll step aside.
Hey fans, are you ready for the Alaska Airlines Serve Contest? It's a no-win. There are 3 Alaska Airlines tickets to any destination Alaska Airlines flight. There are 30 seconds to hit as many balls and try to make it in.
Seawolves so far tonight through 2 sets, 27 kills, 8 errors on 64 attacks. Hitting percentage hovering right around 30%. 26 assists tonight for the Seawolves. As you can see, a fan trying to win some Alaska Airlines tickets if she can get a serve into the net that's standing down at the other end. As that one almost got in. It was so close. Last one had one attempt that was online, but it was a little bit short. So a cool promotion here at the Alaska Airlines Center for a chance to win some Alaska Airlines tickets. And the Seawolves right now trying to sweep the Yellowjackets here in their conference home opener. As the Seawolves trying to get their conference record to 2-3 and 10-9 overall. See Stacy Meisner in the middle of that huddle for the Seawolves, first-year head coach, longtime assistant here for the Seawolves. Also a player in the early 2010s. Actually, the late 2000s, I should say, for UAA. So she has been around the program for a long time. And now in her first year as the head coach. As the Seawolves at 500 here so far to start the season. As you take a look at some of the highlights so far tonight. And a lot of them showcasing UAA. That's how dominant they have been here this evening. Seawolves leading every major statistical category. Kills, errors, aces, 6-4 in favor of UAA. Blocks, Seawolves have 10 blocks tonight. 4 blocks for the Yellowjackets. Seawolves have 38 digs to 24 digs for MSUB. So the Seawolves all around tonight have looked impressive. And they've done it without one of their key pieces, junior Makana Elenecki, who was injured in the Seawolves' last match against Simon Fraser with a foot injury. Mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Makana wearing a walking boot. Not sure the extent and length of time she will be out. Saw Makana there briefly along the bench for the Seawolves. But Makana, in the 65 sets that she played so far this season, she had 24 kills, 144 digs, a couple of blocks, but it's the assists that the Seawolves will miss. She has 383 assists. So the setter for UAA, obviously a key piece that is missing, and the freshman Caden Osborne picking up and filling in Makana's shoes beautifully. Actually, excuse me, the junior Caden Osborne, first-year Seawolf. Caden transferring from Eastern Arizona College after a couple of years. As UAA will try to make it a clean sweep here against the Yellowjackets. MSUB will have control of the serve to start set number 3. As Emma Fa'alago, the freshman from Harbor City, California, gets us started here in set number 3, and a point to the Yellowjackets. As Leilani Elder wide on that attack attempt. As a nice serve, Nicole Blue diving underneath it though. Osborne, Elder swats it over. Fa'alago. Gordon on the attack error that time. And the Seawolves will pick up the point, ties it at 1. As Plumhoff Osborne here to the near side, Nicole Blue. And a point here to the Seawolves. After looked like an error here. Make it 2-1. Maybe an error in Aubrey Allison, but an ace here for the Seawolves. As Riley Plumhoff picks up the ace. Second ace tonight for Plumhoff. 7th ace of the match for UAA. As that one went off of an arm of Bella Burney, it looked like. Went off the elbow. And she went up to try to block it. Makes it 3-2 as Avery Stuff looks over to the sideline for a brief moment. And we'll send the serve away and long on the serve. As Galloway with the serve now for UAA. The Seawolves lead 4-2 and a point to UAA yet again. It's 5-2 in favor of UAA here in set number 3 as Galloway launches it yet again. Isabel Evans as Osborne. Wow. Yikes. Caden knew it as soon as he tried to knock it over. And the crowd here at the Alaska Airlines Center knew it as well. A collective groan from the 1,000+ fans that are on hand tonight. As Osborne hustling over, actually got it over for a brief moment. Seawolf scrambling, Johnson diving on the floor, knocked it over, and that one just does fall in. Somewhat of an unfortunate break there for UAA as Madison Galloway blew a tire. We'll have to lace up the left shoe. And Galloway ready to go. Yellowjackets within one now at 5-4. As Osborne here to the near side. Blue was blocked but unable to keep it in play. Bailey Nichols got there but unable to keep it in, so a point to the Seawolves at 6-4. As Nicole Blue long on that serve attempt that time. Yellowjackets, when you look at the stats in terms of conference, in terms of assists, kills, blocks, here in the bottom portion of those statistical categories. As that one goes around the antenna, so a point to UAA. Makes it 8-5 in favor of UAA as Isabel Evans serving. In terms of kills, they're last, averaging right around 10.18 per game. UAA, a couple of spots ahead of them in 7th place as Too Hard Too Long on that attack. As the Seawolves averaging almost 12 kills per set. Yellowjackets, their assist numbers hovering right around 9.2 per set. UAA up at 11.1 assists per set, and an ace on the serve that time for Haley Carroll. Ties it at 7. As Too Hard launches one and picks up the kill and gets the side out for UAA and keeps UAA in front 8-7. It's just been one of those years for MSUB. It's been a down season for Casey Bonner. And the Seawolves over the history of this series have dominated it. They came in with a 55-11 overall record against the Yellowjackets. They have won 8 in a row against MSUB. Good rally here on this point as Bella Burney, played by Jordanic that time. Osborne in the middle of the floor. Elder. And Leilani Elder with the kill. Seawolves have won 23 of the last 24 matches between UAA and Montana State Billings, including 3 sweeps or 3 set victories in their last 4 meetings, I should say, for UAA. For whatever reason, the Seawolves have just had the Yellowjackets number. UAA all-time at home against the Yellowjackets, 27-5. Last time the Yellowjackets won here in Anchorage was here at the Alaska Airlines Center in 2017 in the season finale. As Tuhart rips another one. Makes it 11-7. As Caden Osborne, this serve is wide that time. An error by Osborne. Second service error tonight for Caden. Caden leading the Seawolves tonight with 26 assists. He has 26 of the 31 total assists for UAA so far tonight. As that serve is a little long. You can hear Riley Plumhoff yelling that it was out. She judged it correctly that time and watched it sail by. And Sydney Johnson. It's the ace that time for Sydney Johnson. For Sydney Johnson, that's her 4th. Make it 5 aces for Sydney Johnson. That last ace from Johnson was number 5. It's a new career high for Sydney Johnson. And Sydney Johnson, the sophomore from Newburgh, Oregon, is Sydney didn't see a lot of time last year in her freshman campaign. Stepping up big here in her sophomore season for the Seawolves. Came into the weekend, had 97 digs, had 19 points in 62 sets played so far. 62 sets out of the 66 total that UAA has played. And Sydney Johnson now with a new career high of 5 aces tonight. Also has 7 digs to go along with those 5 aces. Timeout was taken, by the way, by Casey Bonner and the Yellowjackets. As once again, they see the Seawolves pulling away. They have a 14-8 lead. Well, Sydney Johnson already has back-to-back aces. Why not try for the trifecta here? And that time, Christine Funk. And it is 3 consecutive aces for Sydney Johnson. That time, Johnson a little too long. As that one sails beyond the inline. A little too much on that one. And it's 15-9. But not before Sydney Johnson rallied off 3 straight aces. Plumhoff, Osborne over there along the far side scorers table, tried to keep it alive over there near the replay monitor on the far side, but unable to keep it in. Osborne here to the near side. Nicole Blue. Been somewhat quiet here in this third set, has Nicole. And the block that time between Leilani Elder and Bella Burney. And Burney's going to get credit for it. As Plumhoff with a good serve, initially hit by Haley Carroll. Evans! Timed the jump beautifully that time. Did Isabel Evans. Picks up her third kill tonight. Evans tonight, 3 kills, 5 blocks. Those 5 blocks leading the way for the Seawolves. And that serve flies out of bounds that time from Riley Plumhoff. It's 17-11 after that error. It's the 8th service error tonight by UAA. Yellowjackets have had 4 service errors. As Burney that time on the far side picks up the kill. Bella Burney with her 6th kill tonight. Burney 2 times this season has had 10 kills, which is her career high. As Galloway sends it away for UAA. Nice dig that time by Sydney Johnson. Nicole Blue kind of got caught in no man's land as the ball was pinned up against the net. Really didn't have a play there. 18-12. Line drive served by Christine Funk that time as Nicole Blue on the attack goes cross court. Nice dig by Funk. Osborne. Nicole Blue here on the near side. Picks up the kill. 19-12. There's Blue along that far side. On the attack this time, Bailey Nichols picks up the kill. Nichols with a Yellow Jacket leading 8th kill tonight on 24 attacks. Also has 8 points as well. As Kennedy Juranic. Line drive serve played by Galloway. Evans. Juranic hustling over. Knocked over by Christine Funk that time for MSUB. Tuhart on the attack. Punch right back over. Tuhart again. Give the assist to Caden Osborne. Tuhart with the kill. And it's 20-13. Well, if you ever needed a match to bounce back, the Seawolves picked the right match to do it, that's for sure, after dropping 2 straight conference games, as that one is wide by Evans on the serve. Seawolves are 5 points away from a sweep of the Yellowjackets and picking up their 2nd conference victory. As Haley Carroll is wide that time on the serve. Now the Seawolves' next opponent is going to be a little bit more of a daunting task. The number 24 team of the nation, Falcons of Seattle Pacific, will come into town, and now a challenge has been issued to review the previous point. So see if that ball maybe grazed the line or not. It was definitely close. Let's see if there's an angle to see if that ball may have just made it in on that serve. But UAA, 7 o'clock Saturday night here at the Alaska Airlines Center, taking on the Falcons of Seattle Pacific. If the Seawolves have a rival outside of UAF, it might be SPU. Over the years, these two teams have had some terrific matches. Seawolves all-time, 33-30 overall. They're 17-13 in Anchorage against SPU. UAA has won the last 2 matches against Seattle Pacific. Trying to keep that streak going here this weekend. Falcons up at UAF tonight before they make the trip down. Seattle Pacific comes in at the top of the GNAC conference. They're 4-0 pending tonight's result. Falcons swept UAF a week ago in Seattle. Meeting up in Fairbanks tonight are the Nanooks and Falcons. A little bit of a lengthy review over on the far side, trying to determine if that last serve by Montana State Billings was in or out. At the moment, it's a error by the Yellowjackets. And a point to UAA. But we'll see if it gets overturned here. As the officials through their earpieces discussing the review. And now they'll go back to the replay monitor to check it. Could be checking a couple of things, whether it was in or out, or even if it was touched by UAA. I don't think anybody happened to tip it on the way by. Nevertheless, you can check both things here. And now the official going to go over to head coach Casey Bonner to discuss what she has seen. And then back over to Stacy Meisner. I don't know if, from the way things look just from the far side, if there's enough to really overturn this, or maybe they didn't quite have an angle. Nevertheless, we'll spend some more time over at the replay monitor. Seawolves, energetic bunch over on their sideline during this official timeout here as they lead 21-14 in set number 3. UAA playing their first match at home since September the 2nd. That was also the last time the Yellowjackets won a match. As you can see, the far side, the scorers table taking a look at the previous serve. Seeing if they have a different angle of that last serve by the Yellowjackets. Well, be sure you check out GoSeawolves.com and get all your tickets for all the upcoming Seawolf athletic events. Hockey will start their season tomorrow with an exhibition match game at the Avis Sports Complex. across campus tomorrow. And then they will get into their regular season a little bit later, a week on. UAA basketball season also coming up from a month from now. And now after the long review, a point awarded to the Yellowjackets. So the first review of the night goes in favor of the Yellowjackets. So a point back to MSUB. As Tuhart on the attack gets the kill. And it's 21-15 now officially. So the long review doesn't do the Seawolves too much harm. As they get the quick side out as Caden Osborne back to serve now. And Osborne with the ace. First ace tonight for Caden Osborne. Osborne on the season. That's her fourth ace on the year. That one punched over this time. As Tuhart on the attack. Yet another kill for Bethany Tuhart. Now in double digits with kills. That's her 10th kill tonight. Nicole Blue leading the way for UAA with 13 kills. As UAA a couple of points away now. As Osborne. Plumhoff. Osborne in the middle of the floor. And that one pounded to the floor that time by Bella Burney. And it's match point now for UAA. As Caden will serve for the match. Fans are on their feet as Osborne will serve it up. Blue, Osborne, Burney with the kill. Beautifully done to end the match. As the Seawolves get the sweep, they win set 3, 25-15. Osborne playing it back to Bella Burney beautifully for match point. As the Seawolves get back in the win column. They end their 2-game losing streak. They get to 2-3 in conference, 10-9 overall, and now they'll have a day off before they take on the number 24 team of the nation, Falcons of Seattle Pacific, on Saturday night. So they keep their winning streak alive at home in terms of GNAC play. They came in with an 11-game winning streak against GNAC opponents dating back to 2021. They have now won 12 straight GNAC home matches. So the Seawolves taking care of business here at the Alaska Airlines Center. We'll see if that streak can stay intact come Saturday night. Tonight, however, it was all UAA. They had 40 kills, 11 arrows on 89 attacks. They also had 39 assists as a team. They had 48 digs as well. UAA led by Nicole Blue. Who else? The senior with 13 kills on 29 attacks at 14.5 points. A career high 6 aces, however, for Sydney Johnson tonight, 3 of which came back to back to back for Sydney here this evening. The Yellowjackets tonight were led by the 8 points and 8 kills of Bailey Nichols, as she led the way also with 25 attacks. Seawolves win in a sweep tonight here on their home floor. So they bounce back with a victory. Well, that's going to do it for our broadcast here tonight. I'm Keaton Homer signing it off until Saturday here from the Alaska Airlines Center. Seawolves victorious.